at the back. Let me close the music window. How y'all doing? Do you have a nice day? What day is it? It's Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Home. Deeply mad. Mad for back. The things you got. I can't believe how quickly captions in English come up on that. It says, good afternoon, y'all. Doggy's had a biscuit. Right, 1 second. Let me just copy and paste this. Twitty. Yeah, well, it is all of them. You're going to have to grow up. There's absolutely nothing I can do to help you. Spiritual discernment does not come into this. If you can't see it's all of them, then you're not spiritually discerned. It doesn't work any other way. It has to be all of them. It has to be. Otherwise, their plan would not work. Right, let's come back to class. How y'all doing? I hope you had a nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat plane. Let me just shift these windows around a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Every day we look at these human skeletons. Why? Because God is amazing. That's why. Men have got far apart rectangular eyes. Women have rounded, close-set eyes. Look at the difference in their eyes. Men have got bigger noses. Men have got bigger teeth. Men have got wider dental arches to match the far apart eyes. Look. Men have square jaws to match those two, and women have sloping jaws to match those two. Women get 5 heads, men get 4 heads. In general, a man's head looks like a block, a square, a rectangle, and sometimes we say a cannonball because it's almost as wide as it is long. The woman is nowhere near as wide as it is long. She's widest in the hairline, giving her what we love to call the upside down egg-shaped face. Makes you look beautiful, ladies, it really does. Let's open up this window here. I'm going to do some basketball players. Yes, I am. Let's start with LeBron James. Why not? No, let's start with a flat earther. Kyrie Irving. We'll start with a flat earther first. See, they're allowed to tell the truth, and the rest of them mock them, knowing that it is the truth. This is a real famous basketball player. He was one of the first people to say the world was flat. Yo, Kyrie! What shape the earth, bro? Flat. Definitely flat. LeBron James was the other one talking to him when they did this. And, again, it's quite a big player, but it's not one of the big ones. If it had been someone huge that had said it, more people would have paid attention. Wouldn't you like to get to know God? If God exists, wouldn't you like to get to know him? It's a heartfelt question, it really is, because you're spiritual. Even the most weak-minded person is still a spirit, and it's just they've been caged. That's what it is. We're freer than them. We're still not free. Till we meet God, we're not free, but we're much freer than those around us. And I know it makes you feel lonely, and sometimes it makes you feel like you're above people, because you can't even hold a conversation with most, right? Because they're dim-witted, and they want to talk about basketball or Love Island or Big Brother, or they want to talk about something they've watched on telly, or the art of conversation is dead. It really is, with most modern people. Today I was walking through the park with Marlo, and it was picnic in the park. And there was bands playing and stuff for children to do. But most of the places where children had things to do, there was just a few children. Everywhere else I looked, all the children had the faces in phones and tablets and all the rest of it. And I'm like, why don't you just all stay at home on your iPads and your phones? What you come out here for? You're not even paying attention or listening to the music. And I think that runs deep. That it's almost like they've been segregated from their own inner feelings to be able to bond with others. I find it really easy to bond with people now. I wish I had this skill when I was younger. I'd have been. I thought the magic was pretty good for bonding with people, but the spirit of God inside of you is the greatest bond or kinship you can have with your Heavenly Father. And It changes you. It truly does. The word of God changes you. The truth changes you. That's why Jesus said, I am the way, the life, and the truth. He said he was the truth. A lot of these people talk about God and Christ, and Hulk Hogan did, and so many others, but are they just playing a part, or were they truly found again? Did they truly find God and realise that all of what they've done all of life is totally wrong? Because it's never too late to be redeemed in God's eyes, to say you're sorry and repent. Everybody thinks that when they found the truth that they're above everyone and they're holier than holy, holier than thou. And it's not, because Jesus said, let him without sin cast the first stone. And even if you have been redeemed, the devil's still out there to fool you in one form or another. It hasn't happened yet, the end of the world, but it's coming. It's definitely coming. All these earthquakes right now, volcanoes, yeah, they could be triggering them, I agree. Or is it just like the book says, that the earth will show birthing pains? A rebirth of the truth. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. I literally thought for a split second I was looking at like a car accident or something, and they were playing. It's not. It's a proper person. It's a woman, because of that position. I literally thought they'd had an accident or something, and I was watching a disabled person. That's just mental. Is that really Kyrie Irving? That's Kyrie Irving! Oh my gosh! She looks like she needs a toilet, doesn't she? I'm just going to score this 3-pointer. I'm busting for a piss. Right. Again, what the... Crazy Legs Crane. It's where they got the idea from. Basketball players. Crazy Legs Crane. Anyone remember Crazy Legs Crane? I'm really the oldest person in the room. Right, Kyrie Irving. The Twin Towers on his front bit, look. 11, the two towers. It's right there. And I got 77 there, look. What's the chances of it, eh? All Masonic numbers. 88 in total, look. And again... men don't stand like this. It would only take, I don't know, a few hours for you to go and watch some of these professionals in these positions, then go watch real men on a court and watch it doesn't happen. Until you look at the ladies playing, and then the penny will drop. The hard bit for most people is, how do you grow a woman this big? Well, this is the Amazonian princess that they write, 23, like, 33, father. 3, 2, 2. Skull and Bones in reverse. Skull and Bones in reverse, like, you can't make this up. They put it, see, this is the thing though, they don't walk around with these numbers on the chest all the time. They don't walk around holding up 666 and I'm the Baphomet signs. The way to spot them is just like this cartoon says. You drew a woman, mate. Does the cartoonist know that he drew a woman? The quickest way is the hips and the way you walk. It's that simple. Kyrie Irving. Let's do your face real quick, Kyrie. Oh. Why do that, though? There. Oh, I like that one better, without the beard. You can see the sloping, rounded jaw of a woman. Look, it's a small face. Small ears, close set eyes. It looks like a little bit of a brow bone implant just here, this bit. It could be just brought on by testosterone naturally, because the female body doesn't adjudicate it to the right places or in the right doses. That's why you see these men with big flat 5 heads. It's a woman, final answer. There's no track here as well, look. Small shoulders. I know she's 6 foot something, but she's a really tall, skinny woman. Yeah, Kyrie Irving, walking. This one was allowed to tell you that the world was flat. Is flat. Regardless of what you believe, they're allowed to tell you. They have to tell you. It's part of their religion that they tell you the truth and lies. Inline football, Kyrie Irving. Can't see it, but it is a flamingo. That's from Flamingo. There's another flamingo, look. Nice diamond in there. Same with this one. That's a huge diamond, look. Look at that broken leg. You see the angles, right? It goes out to the knee and into the knee. The knee's looking out towards 4 o'clock because it wants to rotate in front of itself. And again, it's in rotation, look. Look at this ski with calf on the bodyguard there. She looks like she slipped on a banana. Another one in line. Kyrie Irving is a woman proven by the way she walks. But the best way to lead the opposition, that would be the truthers, is to control them. That's how to take control of you. They lead you. So all these people that fell in love with the truth. Well, you didn't. You fell in love with God, right? That's what I tell people. You see me. Why's your hair so long, Ponch? Fell in love with God. I didn't. I did, but I lost the bet to Raish. That's why my hair's this long. But the truth is that I do love God now that I found him. And I know he loves me because as bad as this world is, it's still bearable, right? There's nice people. There's nice people like you out there. There's educated people like you out there that I can still find. There are open-minded people like you, inline football, like you that I can find. That you are peppered sparsely, I agree. But I think when the whole world learns that they've been lied to, I mean properly lied to, they'll all shift towards the Creator. They will. It's an inbuilt instinct, even in the weakest mind, that if everything's a lie, then the one thing I didn't believe, God, must be true. Diamond. Shoulder tilt. Romans says it best. Let God be true and all men be a liar. Let God be true and all men be liars. I know I'm a liar. I know I'm a sinner. I know I've done wrong. But I'd have lived a different life if I'd known God really existed like I do now. I'd have spoke differently to people. I'd have been in situations, new situations that never existed in my last timeline, in this timeline, because he would have been my moral compass, my spiritual guide is God. It's what I use now. And he doesn't let me down. Just my own ego does. My own ego lets me down. We're done. Kyrie Irving is a woman, proven by the way she walks. Flat earther or not, you're still a deceiver, Kyrie. You're part of the crew that's lying to us all. It's like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's out in the community in London telling all people not to go to any other multicultural shops, only to shop at their own shops. It's all just to divide people by colour. You think God sees colour? You must be kidding me. Or Jesus sees colour? You got no chance. If he sees any colour, it's the colour of your heart. And some blossom like roses and others are black and icy cold. But the devil did this to us. You understand? My heart didn't start blossoming till I discovered that the world wasn't spinning. And then my mind started to blossom too. Able to think for myself. Kyrie Irving, we're done. Let's do another one. LeBron James. LeBron James, 2 first names. Images. Is that really LeBron James? Look how close together her eyes are. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. It's part of the disguise. You don't see women with beards. You don't see women this big, do you, in real life? So if you did see a woman this big, the frame would still shock you. It would. I've never seen a woman as big as Kyrie Irving. Seen men that big, but never women. But they live all around us because I went to school with one and I'm 52. If I went to school with one and you're younger than me, then you definitely went to school with one. Kyrie Irving, give us your face. Not Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, sorry. I don't want that one. I want one without a beard. No. Right, that's the closest I've got. I've still got a sloping jawline. Look at the sloping shoulders. There were no clavicles pointing upwards at either side. Close set eyes, open eyes, look, no brow bone. Flat forehead, short but flat forehead. But it's a very small skull, look. It is a very, very small skull. I know it's a big person, but that's not him, is it? That's not LeBron James. I'm looking at the wrong person. I know I am. That's LeBron James. Wait. Right, we'll do that one. Beautiful eyes, high set ears. Looks like a fake brow bone. It's a very flat forehead, look, and widest in hairline. She's got beautiful lips, and Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. Again, where's your trachea? Where's a place to put Mama's spicy meatball? Where's your clavicles? Don't get me wrong, girls this big get big shoulders. They do. Leah Thomas, shockingly big shoulders. But because it's a swimmer, the muscle around it is different on a basketball player, right? LeBron James, biologically woman in the face. Let's have a look at the gaits walking. Hey, I didn't even check the back file for Kyrie Irving. 1 second. H's file. There it is. Give me that. Open new window. Irving. Dang it. I've already shut the Irving window and I can't take the pictures. Close that one. There we go. Right. LeBron James. Let's have you. From the back, reverse flamingo. Look at the knee and the foot going outwards. It's in rotation. When you get used to seeing this, it looks like that. There's the perfect diamond caused from flamingo, from full mince. What do I mean? Lay the knee and foot backwards in your mind. Look, that foot will go backwards to this position. The feet are crossed over. They walk like women. This is from flamingo. Different angle. Arms hanging akimbo. If you put a towel between the hands, look, they're flossing. You know, like the what do they call it? Fortnite dance. That's what it looks like. It looks like the flossing. Just imagine a towel between the hands. There, game over. It doesn't matter what you say. The hips don't lie, and I can prove it over and over with broken legs, inline footfall, just like in the snow. Women walk like tightrope walkers, like a cat, one foot in front of the other. And I can prove it with diamonds over and over again. That these are habitual child abusers. They do it from generation to generation. And if the truth was out there, nobody would allow it. We wouldn't allow them to do this to children. If a grown-ass adult wants to do this to themselves, and it's their pursuit of happiness, I'm not here to stop them. I'll give them advice not to do it. I'll tell them that God's real and it's Satan that's interfering with your feelings. But if it's what that person truly wants, I am not here to stop you, mate. I'm here just to advise you. Brother to brother, or sister to brother, whatever. But this has to stop. This nonsense. The world is in disarray because of these people. I don't know what these people think about the people that are doing it to them and us. I don't know. I can't tell you. Maybe they like it. Maybe they like doing it. Or maybe it's a one big club that all love doing it. Or it's one big club and only some of them love doing it. I've got no idea. God will be the judge of that. I'm only judging you skeletons. And for what you've done to the world and what you've done to children's minds, it's evil. You're a bunch of sick, twisted perverts, the lot of you. I can't stand this world. I really can't. Look at that diamond. Ridiculous. Look at the size of those hips. Women spread from just underneath the elbow, look. Bink. And they continue to spread all the way down. You can see it on this side, look, below the crotch. Widest below the crotch. That might as well be a little silver tutu. Yeah, I think it may become unbearable for us, Edmondson. I really do. That this continues to happen in the world. Look at the state of that. She's doing ballet. Look at the shoulder tilt. Look at the arm akimbo. Look at the arms akimbo on this one, look. Little arches. Everywhere I look on women, I see curves and arches. Oh, Ponch. When's the last time you wore a little baggy like that, Ponch? Never! Right, never. All your answers are right there. Look at the short body and the long legs. Look how far up these trousers come. Men don't wear their trousers up to their belly buttons. It's game over. It's game over in the tailoring. The way they walk, the size of them chicken nom-nom thighs. Men do not create diamonds. Women do not walk with straight legs. Everywhere I look, I see flip-flops. From Flamingo. Broken leg. Knee and foot looking out at 8 o'clock. Game over. There's another one. LeBron James bites the big one. What's the back file saying? I'm Kyrie Irving. Oh, you're kidding me. There's no Kyrie Irving. Yeah, that's annoying. I could have taken those pictures. What's that? Kyrie. I'm sure I've got a LeBron James. Oh, let me put LeBron in there. Might as well. LeBron. See if this one comes up. Whilst it's doing that, I might as well take the Kyrie Irving pics. I could have sworn he had a Kyrie Irving. Ooh, walking. Images. See, for all of you out there that can do this, you know how long it took you to learn this. You know that I teach it the quickest route possible for you to understand the gates. It doesn't take very long at all. Anyone who's not understanding it is either trolling you or just part of the show. You know, it's just... There's no what you can do. NPCs, they call them, don't they? Non-player characters. Can't think for themselves. 3, 4. One more puts you in the crapper. Where is it, Kyrie? I like that picture for your face. We'll take it. Save image. Let's grab what we've got. I think we've got enough anyway. 1, save image. 2, save image. Look at the straight-legged boyfriend on the right. Knees together, look. Absolutely parallel shoulders and hips, look. Tilted shoulder. Twisted hip. Practice makes perfect. It really does. 5. That's good enough. Kyrie Irving. Right, let me replace that one. Go. And then LeBron James. I should have LeBron already. Let me check. Are you kidding me? Oh, there he is. I was just going to say, as if I ain't got a LeBron James. Done. Next. Kobe. 2 first names. Kobe Bryant. Apparently was in a helicopter crash, and lots of them. Could you show us some natural male and female comparisons? There aren't any. Kyrie Irving. Kobe Bryant, 2 first names. Adam's raisin implant with no trachea, look. Got an Adam's apple, but no trachea. Impossible. No clavicles, look. Sloping shoulders. There should be a big bone sticking up there, and it's not. Close set eyes. Rounded eye sockets, look. Small. High set ears. Pudgy nose. Small dentures. Sloping jawline, look. Just like a woman's. Pointed chin. No brow bone. Vertical 5 head that crowns at the top. A vertical fibre that crowns at the top. It's a woman's skull. Kobe. I'm sure I've got Kobe. Let me put Kobe in the back file real quick. Kobe. Search. Whilst we're at it, let's go for Gates. Oh, dang it. I forgot to post the other one. Yeah, wait. Right, there's Kobe. I've done Kobe. Let's tweet you into existence again, because I know you'll be missing. Kobe Bryant. Back to this one. Oh yeah, LeBron James. Let me go back. LeBron search. That's that searches. We'll continue with this one. Kobe Bryant, inline footfall by the look of it. It is from flamingo, reverse flamingo. Look, knee and foot looking outwards. From reverse flamingo. You should know these markers. Look at the size of that bum cheek. You should know these markers front and back. You should know what this looks like from the front, the broken leg, and you should know this is a broken leg from the back. The zigzag leg. The flamingo foot. Stepping over invisible dog poo, we call it as well. Oh, was that a nice one? No, he's standing. Oh, that's a nice one. Was it him? Oh, no. It's a general in the army with Kobe Bryant. Look at the state of that mince. And there. Secret agent. The suit don't fit and your arms hang akimbo. Look how quick it is to see it. Oh, hello. My name's Cynthia. Hello, I'm LeBron James. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. She's curtsying. She's literally curtsying. Look at that back leg. Does she need a piss? Kobe Bryant, grey suit. Look at that up-curled front leg. Look at the way the calf curls upwards, look. Men don't walk like this. Women do. From the rear. Inline footfall. Look. It would leave cat footprints, one foot in front of the other. I don't know who that little lady is, or that one. It's a big lady, that one. We're done, right? It's another one. What's his name? Kobe Bryant. It's a woman. Failing forensics. Broken leg. Look at that in-line footfall. The diamond at the back, look, diamond. It's all wrong. The cameraman, the newsman, the anchor woman. It's all flipped. They're all part of the club. That's how they get away with it. If there were normal people in there, they'd get caught. Unless the normal people were in on it. And I never see that. Because you're not allowed in on it, you see. You're not part of the club. Kobe Bryant. Oh, hang on. Let me repost LeBron James. What's on here? LeBron. I was born in LeBronx. LeBron James. LeBron James. 2 first names. Think. Let's do another one. Niles Barkley springs to mind. Not Niles Barkley. Is it? No, that's the singer. What do they call him? Barkley. The basketball Barkley. Basketball. Is it Berkeley or Barkley? Charles Barkley, my bad. Charles Barkley. That's the one. Thank you, Jennifer. I just got it. My memory kicked in right, right as you wrote it. Let's open up the images. There's a soft face straight away. The arched eyebrows there. Let me. Oh, it's there anyway. I can see it. That one there. Look at the arched eyebrows. There's nothing in the corner. Look, literally no brow bone surrounding the eye. Man's brow bone is pushed forward right into the corner of his eye. It pushes his eye backwards, and we don't have these arched eyebrows. And our heads don't crown upwards whilst bellowing outwards. Charles Barkley. It's another famous basketball player. I see a woman's face. Rounded eye sockets, high set ears, small mouth look, tiny mouth, beautiful lips. Is that David Bowie? No, it's not. Look at the state of that hair. It's got to be a wig. That's got to be a syrup and fig, hasn't it? All right, Charles Barkley, walking. We've got a Getty image on her. From Flamingo. Look at the state of that foot. She's doing ballet. Game over. In line. Look at the size of her. She's massive. But her feet still walk in line. I've got problems with you. Just your trousers alone, let alone that ski whiff leg. But look at them trousers. That gentleman in the background seems to be highest above the waist. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of her backside. Now that is look at the size. That puts Lizzo to shape. That does. Look at that bad girl. Bad girls. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do when forensic comes for you? Charles Barkley mincing from the back, playing golf. One foot in front of the other. We've got another one here. Look, broken leg from Flamingo. Another ski whiff. That must be his mum, surely. She looks so proud of him. Another one here, look. What's going on there with the big chicken nom-noms and the cross legs? Size of the ass! This bit that's getting me, I just can't work out what that is. That's got to be the other trouser pocket, hasn't it? On the other leg, surely. It looks like his bum's pushed his belly downward through his moo-moo. That's a weird shaped fella, isn't it, that? Ski with legs. Have I got Charles Barkley? Let me have a look at it and check. Silly boy. Check at the same time. Barkley. I don't know how I spelled it. Barkley. Oh, it is Barkley. Not like the bank. Barkley. Searching. We're done. Charles Barkley is a woman. Look at that pear-shaped body. Is that Jimmy Kimmel's Alley? It must be. The bodyguard. Yeah. Look at the FTM bodyguard. He looks like that porn star. How come the bodyguard suit don't fit? Look. Jimmy Kimmel's wardrobe people could do better than this lot. Why does the suit not fit? It's because you're looking at FTM. I was watching another gangster documentary, and I'm quite enjoying them at the minute, the English ones. I've been watching the English documentaries, and they showed this, what was his name? I've never heard of this person. Massive drug dealer from England. And as soon as he come on screen, you know when you're a little boy and you put your dad's clothes on? That's what she looked like. She looked like a little boy that had found her dad's clothes and jackets and jeans and put them on. That's what it looked like. Oh, I've got two Charles Barkleys. It's so strange that just the clothing can trigger me now. All sorts can trigger me. A voice, a posture, but the clothing's quite unique. Just looking at someone in clothes and thinking, yo, woman! He's quite a good skill. Charles Barkley. Two first names. We're done. Charles Barkley. Let's have another one. Who's the big one that went up against Bruce Lee? What do they call him? He had a... Didn't he have... And he got a Muslim name. Game of Death. Bruce Lee. Game of Death. I'm sure it's Game of Death. Yeah. Game of Death. Images. No, not images. Cast. No. Alright. Cast. Bruce Lee. That's the one. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I knew he had a Muslim name. That's the one I want though. Have I done Bruce Lee? I ain't done Bruce Lee yet. I'm going to do Bruce Lee. Images. That's the one, agent. Yeah, I found it just as you wrote it. Number 33. Well, we'll start with the Getty image. We're done. That's a woman. Then they got the number 33 in the colour yellow. Yellow is 13, okay? It's all Masonic numbers. It's gematria. She-mantria, as Sean calls it. And we're done right there. Game over. I know it seems hard for you to get your head around this, but women can have pork chop sideburns. They can grow women nearly 8 foot tall and give them pork chop sideburns. That's what they can do. The shoulder tilt is your first marker. Look at the arm hanging akimbo to the body. Put a towel between her hands. She's flossing. Only a woman's arms swing in front of her like this. Men stay parallel down the sides of the body. Tilted shoulder. Hip twist, look at the way the pants go upwards and outwards, look, because the leg's left behind. I can't quite see the diamond, but the knee and the foot is twisted outwards. So is this one, look, at 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And that's how you know it's a woman. If it was a man, the knees and feet would be looking straight forward, and there would be a much tighter line. There'd be no shoulder tilt either, broad shoulders. Female posture, that is one tall bitch, isn't it? It really is. Like Charlie Veitch. When Charlie Veitch gets attacked by the crackhead, she puts out her long legs and boots. Charlie Veitch is in big trouble the first time a bloke gets caught with one of them feet and he flicks it back at you. You might get away with the crackheads that aren't all aware, but I bet he'd never do it to a doodah, a real man. Because real men are unpredictable, right? Long legs, short body. Explain this to me. Explain this to me. Why is he wearing his trousers up to his belly button? If that was a man, pants would be there, just at the wrist line. Men, stand up. Put your hands at the side of your hips and see where your pants are. They hang at your wrists. This is a woman with a big womb. A big-footed woman, by the way. What do you reckon they are? Size 15, 16 feet? Ridiculous. Amazonian princesses. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar fails forensics. I've got a Getty seal. That must be his daughter. Yeah, I think it is. With the baggy trousers. They've got to wear baggy trousers all the time. But look at the size of them pants. It's got nothing to do with height. It's to do with width. We're done. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a woman, and it's proven. Not by the long leg, short body, but by the way she walks. That is a beautiful picture. I think I've already got it though. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Michael Jordan's got to go in here, hasn't he? I think I've already done Michael Jordan, 2 first names. I might have done a single, I think. Michael Jordan. Back file. Oh, I didn't put Kareem in there. I posted Charles Barkley. I did. Right, let me put Kareem in the back file. See what comes up. Kareem. Search. What's that search is? We'll do Michael Jordan. Images. Egghead. Straight away, we're done on the egghead. Look at the sloping jawline. Look at the high set ears, the close set eyes, the arching eyebrow. No bone in the corner. Vertical forehead that crowns at the top. Look, it peaks. It has a sagittal right there. It crowns upwards. Men's don't do that. Still not sure. Have a look at the egghead. Look at the egghead. Close set eyes. It's a small triangle. Look. It's a small face. It's a small skull for such a tall person. A big skull for a woman, but nothing like a man's. Again, when your man gets to that size, their heads are just ridiculous. I knew 2 men that got to real big sizes in my real life, and they were hard working men, both of them fishos, worked on the docks. One of them they called Gordon the Gorilla. Imagine why they called him Gordon the Gorilla. He was massive, literally huge. I've never seen a man as wide as that. And then the Honey Monster, he was tall. He was like Gordon but tall, so he didn't look. They didn't look the same because Gordon was small. He was no bigger than, I don't know, my height. He was no bigger than 5'10". But for a bloke at 5'10" to be that big, he literally looked like a silverback mountain gorilla. He was huge. His head was ridiculous. Ridiculous. They make me think that cavemen existed when I see men that big. They look like Neanderthals. Right, okay. This is a woman with tiny high set ears, close set eyes, the arching eyebrow look of a woman. A little bit of a fake brow bone in there, unless it's brought on by testosterone. It's no, missing here, look. Nah, that's an implant. It looks like a T-bar, look. Literally looks like a T-bar down your face. This is one of the first things I noticed when I started looking at them. But I didn't realise it was distance in the eyes that was capturing me. But I could see these T-bone implants. 2 trees, 33 father. The Bulls, Moloch. It's all satanic worship. Michael Jordan, walking. Oh, 1 second. Let me create for Kareem. No. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. There he is. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Bank. And I did use that picture, look. There's the gates. There's the face check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full minces, look. There's no arguing with it. Whether you can accept that the skull check is right or wrong, that gate proves that my skull check's right. Always does. Confirmation comes in the gate, whether you believe the skull or not. Let's close that window down. Michael Jordan. Gates. I see a flamingo foot straight away, first pick. No, female Bigfoot, my bad. Next one. Flamingo foot from the rear. Look at these muscles on these legs. Do they really look like male legs to you? My calf muscles at the back are huge and they're high up. They don't spread down the ankle like theirs do. From the rear, inline footfall, look. One in front of the other. From the front, inline footfall, dragging the heel like a man there. From the front, oh my, she's doing ballet. Someone put a bunch of tulips at her feet. Arms hanging akimbo to the body, look. Yeah, she got big long arms and big hands, but she's a woman. She's a 7 foot tall monstrous woman. But she still can't take the trailer park out of her gate, no matter what. LeBron James. She literally looks like a stick insect. Giant pear-shaped basketball players. We're done. Michael Jordan is a bitch, proven by the way she walks, look. And that dainty little smile that she's got. Did I put Michael Jordan in there? Let me just bring up Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. 2 first names. Looking up photos of people's families from any era, you will barely find any real men and women. Most are chubby, balding. Yep, I've seen loads of ancient photos of these people. They rewrote history, I agree. Something happened a couple of 100 years ago for sure. Michael Jordan, yeah, I've got it. Malu! Is he gorgeous? Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, 2 first names. Is he gorgeous? Yes, he's gorgeous. Don't know. It's not time for you. You know what time it is. We're doing God's work. Right. Time is it? 9:20. How long?